Good evening, everybody. Hello, hello. Welcome back to another episode of the Culmination of Avalon here at the Silent Table. Hope everybody is having a wonderful evening as I am beginning my 3-day weekend. Yeah, 3-day weekend off of work so I can actually do some shit for myself. Because, yeah, if you guys saw on my stream schedule on my Twitter page, I don't know if I'm going to be streaming tomorrow or Saturday, because I am going to a music festival that is happening literally 5-minute walk that way in my house. And I have tickets to go see My Chemical Romance and Green Day. I'm a little excited. So, yeah. There's a lot of shit that I want to talk about, but I don't want to talk about it here on Avalon, strictly because it's a lot of drama, and I don't have time for drama with Avalon. There's enough drama in the game itself, and I don't want to talk about real-world things that are not a part of my world. So, we are going to ignore it for now, and we will clown on it another time. Alright, I am just currently populating maps real fast because I was so busy I was so busy playing Destiny, I did not populate my maps. Big Sag. Okay, everything else looks good. Ugh, let's just hope and pray to God. Alright. Let's go say hello to everybody. Let's go see what they're up to.
Ooh. GG.
Yes. One of my exes had GG.
Oh, good game.
I bet they were
And
good
that's what
games.
she's next.
I bet they were good games, though.
And this is how we're gonna get Josh canceled on the internet.
Probably.
Dated a C, a double D, and my fiance's a B.
A, B, C, D, E, F, G. All titties are great for me.
Abso-fucking-lutely.
Smaller, big, rounder,
I don't
flat.
try
Just put them
out
in my
my
mouth.
line.
If they're peers, fuck it, I'll take it. Always like to lick pennies.
Whoa, okay. Hi, guys. I'm gonna go ahead and stop this before I get fucking banned.
I said
Josh,
pennies,
it's
not
shocking
penis.
you haven't.
I know. That's the weird thing.
We have talked about worse things.
Oh, I know.
I mean, it'd
I
be
know.
really surprising if you got banned for that little song when Amaranth is literally pole dancing on Twitch right now. I'm just saying.
It doesn't surprise me. It's Amaranth. All right. Anyway.
Oh yeah. Okay.
Good evening, gentlemen.
Good evening.
It's nice to talk with you all again, because let me tell you one thing. After this week of work and with Firefly Music Festival happening, I've had a hell of a week.
You
Jim,
could use our bullshit.
I can use some fuckery. Jim John,
good.
welcome back to the table. It's good to have you
I'm
again.
Still dying, but I'm gonna live through it.
All right. I have not heard from Ryan, so I have no idea where he is today. But mostly it's going to be roleplay, unless if you guys absolutely fuck something up.
I'm gonna.
Knowing us,
We can.
I do not want peace, only problems.
All right.
We missed all the problems last week.
So let us go ahead and actually bring up last week and recap a little bit. The raid on the Kings of Chaos commenced with the Children of the Wanderers leading the charge.
Yeah,
bless you.
Thank you. What happens when a shit brick house and a goddamn nimble motherfucker to lead a charge? They charge.
Oh yeah. So this is actually 2 weeks ago. You guys managed to clear out the entirety of the Kings of Chaos base, fought a bunch of weird nightmare creatures, and then took a quick nap, gathered some stuff, and then finally began your assault on the Zyrus Mansion. After a nice talk down of the guards at the door.
It wasn't really an assault. It was more of a let me fucking in.
Yeah, it was more or less.
Oh,
It was
this
more or
big
less.
man's gonna cause problems.
Yeah, it was more or less
I-
a threatening of an Usk to let you guys into the mansion, and eventually being quickly assaulted by the Warforged automatons within the main hall, and bursting into the main office of Gil's father, only to find him actually in the middle of a meeting with Vile, the head of the Kings of Chaos.
He ain't alive much more.
God damn it, Dave, kill stealing.
Yeah, so with much, well, actually not that much trouble, you guys actually did manage to take down Vile. But unfortunately, at the cost of Gil's father as well.
Much sad.
I can only imagine the confusion on Gil's family's face watching Usk fight those two big ones.
Yeah. Well, with the Zyrus Mansion in a little bit of a wreck, you guys proceeded to stay on Shyla Isle, not only to help with funeral proceedings of Gil's father, clearing some things up with the Zyrus business, and basically telling the people of Shayla Isle of what was going on, but withholding a little bit of information from the general public.
We don't need to fully disgrace my father in death.
Correct.
He was a good man for the most part.
For the
He
most part.
disgraced himself enough in life.
So he had enough foibles there at the end to like somewhat counterbalance, but he was good for the most part.
All right, which brings us to today. It is now 2 weeks after the initial attack on the mansion, and you guys are going to be awaking in the guest rooms of the Zyrus mansion, thanks to Gil's mom, his
I will
brother,
say,
and his youngest sister, allowing you all to stay there. Around this
I will say,
time,
Josh,
Go ahead.
sometime over that break, we definitely sent a message to Algrove being like, "We're gonna be here for a bit."
yeah, I kind of figured. So, of course, you guys also would have known that Gil, your oldest sister, is going to be going back out to continue on with her job. All right. So, everybody wakes up in the morning. You all gather your things and you all wish Gil's mother a farewell, as your brother is currently dealing with paperwork and going through all of your father's stuff with your sister. Your mother, approaches everybody, and she, thanks everybody for helping solve the conspiracy within the island and getting rid of the Kings of Chaos.
Oh, you're much welcome, Mother. But I will say, it was not a very altruistic reason I initially walked upon the shores. But in the end, we did good. I guess that's what matters.
Just do be safe on your journeys, Pearl, please.
Of course, Mother.
And the rest of you, please watch after my son.
That was already planned.
I'm just gonna hug my mama. So memory serves correct. I said that Rivis is taking over, just running the aisle, and
Yes.
Ilsnore's like, "Hey, trade company."
Yeah, Rivis is going to be taking care of the main functions of the business. Meanwhile, your oldest sister is going to be, the traveling one who does all the business deals and such.
She's already done.
Yeah, everything that she's already been doing. It's just now, instead of you, it's your brother involved as the head.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, you're going around spreading better, greater word of your family's name, I should say.
Mm-hmm. I'm gonna walk over to Rivis and Nyana, who are currently like neck deep in paperwork.
Mm-hmm.
Look over the paperwork. That needs to be filed by this afternoon, by the looks of things.
He's just gonna look up with you, like, oh, really?
What? You can never be too persnickety with paperwork. You've met the elves in Myril.
Yes.
They're horrendous with it.
Yes, I'm very well aware, especially all the business traders in there. Well, I'm assuming you're heading out then.
Of course, we do technically have to report back of the success of what's happened here. They got the 60-second version of it, but no more, no less, we need to do a full debrief. But
To be fair, we weren't told when we needed to be back.
it's one of those. Yes, we weren't told when we needed to be back, but it's also better to like do this sooner rather than later. Regardless, I miss you both dearly. Do summon me if you need me and or my friends. We are somewhat able to get here expediently, depending on how close we are to a major metropolitan area.
It'll be the first we call.
Splendid. Well, I will see you both anon, and I'm gonna like, because I assume they're like sitting or something.
Yeah.
I'm gonna do like that like arm thing where you go around the outer shoulder of both people, pulling them in to like the heads, and then I'm just gonna tussle their hair and walk away.
All right. So after a few minutes, Gil makes his way back out of the mansion towards the rest of the
Holy
party, with or outside of the mansion's main gates.
Well, shall we?
As long as you're ready.
No
Where
one's ever
to?
truly, not Algaroth, but no one's ever truly ready to say home. But isn't that the purpose of home? You're always able to return.
True. Right. You have the or who has the scroll to get us back?
I do.
Scarlet is in possession of that.
All right. Anathel's just gonna like brace herself for the teleport.
Us
I
is
hand
doing
her-
the exact same.
I hand Usk and Anethil small bags.
I open up the scroll.
Did you say squirrel or
Did
scroll?
you say squirrel?
Scroll.
I'm glad I'm not the only one that heard squirrel.
SIMP squirrels in my pants.
That song slapped.
It did.
Did.
For
It had no right being that
For
good.
no reason,
Well-
but it did.
Half the songs in that television show had no right to be that fucking good. But they're just goddamn geniuses.
Yeah.
I mean, who
Lyrical
could,
geniuses.
no one could ever forget my shiny teeth in me.
Oh no.
That's true.
Very
fair.
But I want to chop away in your heart.
All right. So, with Rose opening up the scroll and the symbols of arcane magic swirling around the party, a bright flash indicates that the teleport is activated, and everybody lands back around the middle of Algaroth Square.
Usk immediately hurls in the bag. I forgot Germany had a bird.
Yes,
Yes.
a burb.
Little birdie guy.
All right. So, I guess we should probably go find our employer? I guess we can call him.
I mean,
The best place to look would be either the guild hall or the chapel.
technically, isn't our
Probably the cathedral. Probably gonna want to speak with Opal.
Yeah, technically, Opal is our.
Yeah, she is the one that asked us to do it.
She was the one that requested it.
Our employer. I believe is the word you're looking for.
To the cathedral.
Yep.
Hello.
Right,
All right, John. We'll see you when the meeting's over.
Yep, I'll stay outside feeding this guy some fucking bread or something. What do you eat, little guy?
Fingers.
You're just gonna peck me in the head.
We need a name for you, don't we?
All right. So
What kind of
everybody,
bird was it again?
thought it was an
It
eagle
was a.
or a falcon.
Oh, I remember what it was. I haven't fucking. Oh my god, what was it? Holy shit! I'll figure it out. Hold on.
All right.
Well, you're figuring that out. We're gonna go have a meeting with Opal Floridian.
Okay, and everybody besides John and Zorloff make their way into the cathedral.
Heretics.
Has
Yeah.
Opal even met Jean yet?
I don't think she has.
No, because we only ever talked to Opal at the church. and John has never once walked into the church.
Right, and Opal is of course going to be there talking with some of the priests and
Clergyman.
clergymen. She's gonna
Clergyman?
see you all coming up, and she's gonna give you all a big smile and say, "There you all are. I was wondering when you were going to return."
Yep, we sent a note.
Oh yes, I understand. I received the letter.
It's a hawk.
We were just not we just didn't understand how long it was going to take you all.
No. Lots of work to be done.
Yes, and I'm terribly sorry for your loss, Mr. Cyrus.
This is fine. There's no. The grieving process has already mostly run its course. But you know, it is what it is. You sometimes deal with dangerous people. Danger tends to come.
Well, that is true. That is part of being an adventurer. So, I'm assuming that you're all here for your payments, of course.
Well, that would be much appreciated, definitely.
No, I don't think anyone would argue with that one.
Agreed.
Certainly not.
Problem.
Cody, what did you send?
Alright, so, who is going to be collecting the money?
Probably me.
Righty.
The only one of us who trusts money.
Make sure that I do my math correctly on this, because I don't want to give you guys an extra
Can I
bunch of
give you
gold.
virtual sneezies?
I don't know. I think we should get an extra bunch of gold just by accident. I like this idea.
Alright, so Dave, Opal is going
Hi.
to pull out about a medium-sized bag. Gonna put it on the altar for you. And inside it, for what you can see so far, it is filled to the brink with platinum pieces.
Eh,
Holy shit.
Okay.
Great,
A medium-sized bag filled with platinum.
That should about do it for all of you.
Thank you much.
Yes,
Oh.
very.
Were you able to speak at all with Master Glickman?
I have, actually, and he says that he is very interested in purchasing your weirwood.
Wonderful. Did he specify any time or place we could meet him?
Well, unfortunately, he is currently busy with preparations for the festival. But he would like it if you all were to come to Winter Hollow and perhaps visit for the festival.
Leave.
We would love to.
As I don't think any arguments would be made.
He
Agreed.
will.
Especially if it's upon his request. How could we decline?
He of course also said that if you chose not to stick around, he can obviously compensate you all with a delivery charge, but the Festival of the Lost is one of the biggest festivals of Avalon.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, what's up next? The Great
That it
Hunt?
is.
Correct.
Yes.
We did sadly miss the Tournament of Strength. Though, given what we just went through, I think that's for the best.
I would think your pay for the raid in that bag would suffice for missing the tournament.
Oh, no argument here, Madam Floridian.
So yes, if you would not all mind to check out Winter Hollow for the Festival of the Lost. I mean, hell, if you're passing by, you might as well take part in the Great Hunt. I'm sure Mr. Targaryen would like to. Maybe even Drac, was it?
Yes. I wouldn't hurt to participate in.
I mean, it's not like you're all going. It's not like you're all going to be running around, slaying like hydras or something. There are smaller bands that do collect, like regular like berries and food and stuff for the feast that happens there.
Well, I mean, were you planning to slay your Hydra?
No, I did my time hunting monsters, especially in the wildlands.
I was referring to the one in the Underdark.
Oh, my husband. Oh. Funny joke. Funny joke.
I'm just going cross-eyed
you-
because they had
Hmm.
both misunderstood each other completely.
Exactly. I'm just sitting here like, I'm just gonna keep my mouth shut at this point. and let
What?
her take-
My apologies. I don't see my husband as a hydra.
I wasn't. My apologies. I didn't mean for.
Sir, the great hunt. It seems like a lovely event.
Husk is
definitely
just
have
in the
to
back
make
of the
our-
group dying.
And it feels like, oh my god.
We'll definitely have to make our way out there. Now, Drac, there was a thing, and Gil's just gonna grab.
Hold-
Pearl's
I-
just gonna grab Drac by his shoulder, spin around, and just make his way out. Now, you were telling me about that amazing statue you saw the last time we
Wait,
were in
hold on.
Aldera.
I think I might be able to find a perfect GIF here.
Gil has completely just removed Drac from the conversation.
Oh, before you all go, Arminel and Morgiana would like to have a word with you all. They're in Genshin Wing Rights if you would stop by.
Certainly.
Yeah, we could stop by. We got plenty of time. Alright. Well, in that case then, if we ever need your aid in something like that ever again, we'll be the first to give you a call. Everybody slowly makes their way out.
On the
Easy.
outside.
Except
just,
for-
just tell me. Just please tell me. You don't have to. Don't lie. You can speak. I won't tell anyone if you speak.
Hex at you again.
We gotta get you a name.
Like,
John, it's a-
meanwhile, Rose refer to GIF in general.
Gil is just lecturing on Drac. Listen, when we meet important people in this world, please refrain from the crude humor.
Shut it.
We want them to like us.
They. Do you not know of the story of the Wanderers fighting the false hydrant in the Underdark?
I'm
That's what I was
aware of
referring
this-
to.
Were you?
That,
Yes,
well, your reference went right over her head.
clearly. I have no idea where that went.
I don't think any of us did.
It certainly didn't masculinize the headmaster
On a
at all.
completely separate note, Jean is talking to a bird.
I mean, if a bird chases you out of a store and just follows you for the rest of the time, you would assume it has some form of agenda.
That whole conversation, that gif is Usk.
I'm just sitting there, still half blushing, counting the platinum.
You're past 200 right now, Dave,
Okay.
and you're still counting.
Yeah, just let me know how much I've got.
All right. So, Arminel wants to talk to us. You should probably start heading towards the bar.
You said the magic word.
Honestly, I could use a drink after all that.
Are us
Bullshit.
parents still with us?
No.
No, last we saw them was
That's right. We ditched them
The
During
raid.
the raid.
aisle.
Yeah, you guys basically just ditched them. Alright, so you guys are continuing your way, of course, down the roads and stuff. Dave, you are still counting, and you are past 500 at this point.
Okay.
Then finally, you guys make it to the very, very busy bar of Genshin and Wainwrights. So yeah, you guys open up the door. There are people everywhere.
Ugh. Packed as always.
I mean, what would you expect from one of the most popular bars in the city?
To be fair, it's also run by one of the fuck were they called? Wanderers. That's the word.
City, this is one of the most popular bars in the entire world. Aside from probably the Dwarven taverns.
Looks like the larger table in the back is open.
We have an open table. Let's go before it's no longer open.
Probably a good idea.
I'm going to force my way through.
I'm gonna force my way to the bar and ask the bartender if she knows where Armanel and Morgiana are. Took me a second.
Of course, Sarah is going to be looking up in the bar after serving like this whole row, all their drinks. She's like, "Oh, hey! Never thought I'd see you guys again." Yeah, the Glickmans are in the office actually. If you want to head in there.
All right, thank you.
Shit, I forgot they technically do have steak in this place now.
And I'm just going to wave the rest of the group over to the office door.
All right, Gil's gonna shrug and walk over there.
As Usk is knocking.
Enter.
Open the door.
All right.
Yo.
You guys enter. You guys open the door and slowly enter the office.
Everyone choose where they're sitting. I'm sitting in a chair.
Morgiana is just there, leaned back, feet up on the desk, head back, while Armanel is just there, like, scowling at her.
I like to think it's like shield in front of him, like leaning on it.
Treasure
Hey,
chest.
hey, look who it is. About time you guys showed back up.
A little bit
Better yet.
busy.
There we go. Perfect.
Ah. And so, Auntie messaged us and told us that you guys already went and spoke with her, so you got your reward money.
And what are we up
Yeah,
to
we
now,
did.
Josh?
Huh?
What are we up to now?
Still counting, by the way.
Yep, still counting. You're past 600. Well, Zoloff, can you please shut the door behind you and lock it? It's gonna do as such. Alright. So. We have heard of what happened.
Gil's face becomes minorly more dour.
I'm sorry that things ended up this the way it did.
Oh yeah. By the way, research specimen. And I'm just gonna put a tightly wound hemp sack bundle on the ground.
Is that Vile's head?
No, Vile's
Um,
head is currently in my inventory.
Actually, that's the rest of his body.
As much as I appreciate your condolences, what is the saying? You play with the tides, you get swept away.
Right. It's just proper courtesy.
I appreciate it.
Borgiana's gonna actually sit on the chair and say, I mean, you kicked their asses, so you just completed your task. For what we've been hearing, the Kings of Chaos are in panic right now.
Well, their leader is dead.
As I pull out his decaying head.
I would have casted something on it to preserve it. I have spells that do that. And besides, his head was mostly machine anyways.
There was still fleshy bits on it.
Sorta.
With the Kings of Chaos and, well, Chaos. How ironic is that? You guys didn't do half bad.
Thank you.
I don't know if they're getting off on that or not. They do like their chaos. And
I think they prefer to spread chaos and not be in chaos.
Well, Vile's death is going to leave a void in their organization's hierarchy, and the members are going to scramble to try and fill it.
Not to mention, if
No.
his proclivity for machinery was anything to go by, he was most likely the brain.
Right. But
Not just that, but, you know, have you ever seen organized crime after their leaders just gone cold?
I look at Drac.
right. They may be scrambling right now. But it would be better if we don't stop. We got the ball rolling. One of the guilds are in a mess right now.
Then you point, you go.
What Morgiana is trying to say. Our father once told us that once you begin something, it's always better to finish it. So, with that, we are taking the sides of the Dark Guilds a little more seriously. And we're looking into them a lot more frequently. Is there anything about any of the other Dark Guilds that any of you know? Any bit of information that we can possibly use?
Well, if I'm putting two and two together here correctly, the Raven's Eye Guild is headed by a female known only as the Raven Queen.
She likes shadows, apparently.
Yeah.
And is capable of being a shadow?
Very
That's-
strong arcanums.
That's right. You all did say something about that.
We all tried to at least get something to hit her, but everything just kind of went straight through. I'm not sure if that was just some kind of projection of her from a different location, or if she was partially not there at all.
I managed to
Unsure.
get face to face with her, but when I swung, my weapon went through her as if she was incorporeal.
But she was made of flesh and blood.
From the looks of it.
As far as I could tell, standing here with you, it was like I was standing there with her. You could smell, see, taste. There was someone there.
As far as we know, yes. Though they do have a proclivity for magics of the shadow plane, that may very well be a possibility that she was using some of that magic.
Well, unfortunately, my My position on this matter doesn't change. I'm no expert in magic or an expert in the different planes and such. Do you still have
Well-
that? Do you still have that letter that I wrote for you?
Yes.
Gil hands it over.
He's gonna hold out his hand. Keep it. If you wish to pursue the Raven's Eye Guild, I would suggest you go into the Underdark and you go and find Afim. He knows more about the Shadow Plane than anybody. He'll give you the answers that you need.
Have we met Afine?
No.
We
No.
have not.
All right, I wasn't sure because we run into a lot of random characters.
He'll be able to answer your questions.
Oh, that definitely will be noted.
Morgiana's gonna lean on the desk and she's gonna say, "All right, now comes about the important shit. As of right now, you guys have a target on your back.
Assumed as much.
Yeah.
The downfall of a dark guild is a big deal. Especially if all of them are intertwined like we think they are.
From what it sounds like, they are.
It's at the very least the Kings of Chaos and the Raven's Eye. As for any others, I'm unsure.
The Raven's Eye, for what intel we have gathered, is more or less like an underground information network. They're not directly associated with the rest of the guilds, but they can be be paid off for information.
Black market secrets.
Exactly. So, this is what we were thinking. If you all are going after Raven's Eye, we would be cutting the second head off of this Hydra. You guys made
It
want
it.
just
to
leaves a
look the
question
track.
of how many more heads does this Hydra have?
And will any come back?
That's why we're taking our father's advice here. We got this ball rolling. Let's build it bigger.
Leave not for tomorrow what can be done today.
Right. Raven's Eye should be the next to go down.
Well, I believe we have a way to locate where the rest of their bases are.
How do you suppose that?
Well, they are something that exists here physically on this plane, correct? Or at least most of them.
He's just looking at you
And-
confusingly.
Not all of us have used our questions at the Fountain of Knowledge.
Whoa, 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 whoa. I'm just gonna stop you right there. This is not something you guys should be using your questions on. Like, at all.
Why do you say that?
The Fountain of Question is a very, very powerful magical artifact. Using its power for a question as simple as finding a dark guild, it's pointless. In fact, I don't even think she'll answer the question.
That's the bigger issue in this situation.
Well, she told us where the Kings of Chaos's base was, or at least its general location.
Right. It's general location, but Raven's Eye is different. It's a network that spreads
Mm,
as far as anybody can think of. But you gotta be careful. with that fairy, because there are some times she will give you a vague answer. Chances are, if you were to ask her where the base of Raven's Eye is, she could just very easily say here on Avalon. And then there goes your question.
So what do you suggest then?
Just have to be more succinct when you ask.
There has to be a way that we can draw out Raven's Eye. At the current moment in time, there's nothing we have thought of.
Could we not infiltrate their network and go out to seek information and abduct one of their agents?
Well,
What if
As
we
if
cut
I
off their
haven't
eyes?
tried that already.
I'm sorry.
You're gonna
can
kill
we-
every marked raven
can
in
we-
Avalon, Usk.
Are we just gonna not? Okay, acknowledge that he just said that.
Well, there is one thing, possibly.
So we are gonna ignore the fact that he said we're gonna rip all their eyes out.
it's
He meant the
normal on
birds.
Usk.
He meant the birds, John. He meant the birds.
Not all of them, just in a specific location.
Yes, but they only ever appear when they're already doing something. I mean, how many of those birds did we kill when we were in Myril? And yet, still,
If
something
memory
happened.
serves, 3 or 4.
I want to say we killed a lot more than that.
Here's
No,
what I-
we only killed like maybe 4 or 5 of them.
Here's what I think we should do. Now, this is just my personal opinion. If we think of it this way, Raven's Eye has been spotted now twice, with 2 major events. We think there's a pattern that they're targeting the different events happening around Avalon.
Were they at the Tournament of Strength? We did not partake.
They were too busy. They were too busy summoning that nightmare creature that you all fought, and they were going to release it in the crowds of people.
So theoretically, our next jaunt should be towards the hunt.
I'll be back.
The Great Hunt.
Gonna be difficult to spot those birds.
It might be
Well-
difficult to spot the birds, but on another hand here, I would need to do more testing with it, but I might have a way that I could sort of detect them.
It would be a good help.
I'll
It would
see
be a-
what I can do with it, but
It
no
would be a good help.
promises.
What I would suggest is getting to know your enemy a little bit better. Raven's Eye, you said, deals with shadows.
That they do.
Much
Things
as
of
I-
the shadow plane.
Much as I'd hate to say it, you probably would need to learn things from a theme. Learning as much as you can about your enemy is the best way to know how to defeat them.
Who's to say they're not watching him?
Let's just say Apheme has a very good relationship with the plane of darkness, or the shadow plane. And he is one of the most protected of the oracles.
Oh, so Apheme is one of the oracles.
More specifically, the Oracle of Light.
Oh.
Oh,
Wait, the Oracle of Light is good friends with the darkness?
His father was, actually.
Well, Drac, there can't be light without dark.
It makes a point.
That is fair, but it's still like Polar opposites attract, I guess.
Well, his father established a very strong bond between himself and an entity of the Shadow Plane many, many years ago. If anybody can get you either into the plane of darkness or teach you of anything of darkness, Afim is the one.
Well, if he's met creatures of the darkness, me and him have something in common, at least.
Pretty sure he has something in common with all of us.
But is he willing? Is he going to be willing to teach us? Teach you? He'll be more than happy to.
Oh, that's good to know.
God, he'll be thrilled.
I'm assuming he's incredibly bored.
Well, it's not that. He's a people person.
Oh, by the way, you guys still haven't found the Oracle of Dreams, have you?
No, we haven't. We were waiting for you all to return before we began.
Alright.
So, just do us a favor and be more careful.
Of course.
We'll
People are-
try, but no promises.
People are going to start to notice you. Because it's all over the papers now. Several adventurers and guilds and groups were a part of that raid. And of course, we weren't going to not give you all credit.
Well, we appreciate it.
Just start being extra careful now.
Well, good for you all. That most of us have lived with the assumption and or a literal target on our backs for most of our lives. We're already overly cautious, so what's a little bit more caution?
Alright.
Keeping myself unseen by the public is not the hardest thing to do.
Alright.
Says the tiny girl with the massive scythe who wears nothing but stark red all over the place.
In that case, then, I wish you all safe travels.
Same to you. Good luck on your searching.
Everybody starts making their way out of the office.
Well,
What am I up to now, by the way?
You finished at 700 platinum.
oof.
700. Sheesh.
That is total 70,000 gold pieces.
Yeah,
10,000 for each of you.
a lot.
So we all get 100 plat?
Yep.
Do you divvy that out, or we just throw it in party loot?
Osk is taking his. I've got to go better equip.
Yeah.
It's 10,000 gold each, so. I'll take mine.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
just
100,
divvy it up with everyone.
100
Yeah.
plat is 10,000 gold, right?
Yes.
All right. Just want to make
But why
sure.
the fuck would you do 10,000 gold instead of 100 plat?
I'm just,
It's more for cost.
yeah, I'm pricing things out.
You see, I'm making a savings account.
I already have one.
I don't.
It's good for your credit.
What's credit?
So, anyway, let's discuss what we're gonna do then.
Gil pulls out his maps.
Well,
So, the original plan that we had was we were going to take an airship from here and go to Zephyria and start making our way back to Phelan to use the fountain.
We're kind
that
of being
sounds
told.
about right.
But
We're being
with
told not to do
with Arminel's warning, I don't think that's a good idea anymore.
Well, if we do go to ask the fountain, I still think we should try and use it to see if we can locate the Oracle of Dreams. We just have to be very concise with the wording of our question.
Where could? So let us put that a pin in that one. What if we were to take an airship back down to the East Passage, go find this a fairy,
Fiend.
a fiend. Sorry, go find this a fiend, come out the West Passage, and make our ways up into the wildlands to Vortica for the hunt.
I guess we could.
We can
While we're
even
down
stop
there,
by. We can even stop by Varroque.
I was going to say, why don't we stop by Igneous while we're down in the Underdark?
Oh yes, of course.
Not just to say hello to Master Noctis, but also potentially ask if he could help us a little bit.
He may know the Oracle that hides, or he may be able to discover their location.
I wasn't even thinking so much in terms like that. I was thinking more along the lines of perhaps he could help us jerry rig something up to help with Anathil's situation.
Mm.
Kind of like what he did with the necklace to
That's
stop
true.
us from entering the dreams.
On
Perhaps.
on a side note, have we found any more of those emerald pieces? I don't think any of us have been actively looking for those.
I don't think. No, we haven't found any of them.
All right, that just popped into my head. Yeah, so if we were to go from Algaroth to the East Passage, make our way across the Underdark, come out the West Passage, we can probably where Josh, airship docks in the Wildlands. I'm assuming Raspberry and Vortica.
Aldic and Vortica.
All right,
Major cities have the airship docks.
that's what I thought. And the Wild Hunt still always starts in Vortica.
It starts in both Rustbury and Vortica.
So we can theoretically do it in Raspberry.
Well, do we want to start it in Rustbury?
I don't think it really matters. I guess if we start the Wild Hunt in Vortica, we can come out in Raspberry, head down to Varroque, and then maybe make our way over to Winter Hollow and spend some time there with Master Glickman.
We do have to be careful, however, because remember, this area is high profile for pirates.
That's true.
As long as we don't run into that group of pirates again, I think we'll be safe.
Scarlet Camilla.
And we don't even necessarily have to take an airship. We can take a regular boat.
Yes, that's true. It would take us longer, but we actually, shockingly, run less of a risk of piracy.
Shockingly. But you know my luck.
So if we take a boat, we would have to go from the West Passage to Elder Pond, Go
And then travel
up to Aldic, and then to Rustbury.
Yes.
Well,
Not the worst.
That is a potential option.
It's not the worst option we have.
Although, if we did want to go all the way to Vortica first, I suppose we could take an airship. We would just have to make sure our captain isn't an idiot.
I will not argue with that.
So if we start in Rustbury, then you have to go through the wildlands and go up north to Vortica.
Mm-hmm.
Isn't the wildlands incredibly dangerous to go through, though?
It is
Might
without
not be
a
the safest idea.
it is without a guide.
Oh, I
But-
guess we have to find a
But
guy.
it's the Great Hunt. There's always a bunch of people grouping up together. We could probably just be a part of one of those groups.
That's true.
Then from there, we can take an airship from Vortica, cross the wildlands, take a pit stop in Avalon, the floating isle, then make our way Winter Hollow.
I suppose we could do that.
Seems like our best plan currently.
So let's map this out then. See if we'll have enough time.
Yes. I gotta pull out my old sextant and my compass and start charting the course.
Or we can use the notes that we took with our previous travels.
I just meant like making a line.
So an airship travel from Algoroth to the East Passage is going to take 5 days.
Mm-hmm.
It's better than the nearly 3 weeks it would be. Then, Anathel's going to pull out her Underdark map.
A whole lot.
Whoops. For that. Are we planning on stopping at Igneous, though?
How long will it take us to? We don't know how long we
I
will
think
be
it
seeing
might
the
be
Oracle of Light.
I think it might be a good idea to at least speak with
Noctis.
Noctis and see if there's anything that him or any of his students might be able to do to help with your current situation. If anything, potentially something to ease the progression of you losing your mind.
No. I don't really think that there's anything that they can do, though.
Because who knows how long it's going to be for us to find the Oracle.
True.
Or if there'll be any help.
Saffron just told me just to stop worrying about the dream world for a while, just to get my head back together.
That's fair.
So, a 5-day journey from Algoroth to the East Passage, 2 days from the East Passage to Aenor, and 4, if we're lucky, from Aenor to Helsha. Helsha to Sinessa and back could be another 4 days. Helsha to Shotak is 3 days. Shotak to Kovai is also 3 days. Kovai to the West Passage would be 2. So for a full trip around the Underdark, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16 days.
Well, that doesn't sound so bad.
So 16 days on top of 5 days, that's 21.
It's already about almost a month of travel.
And let's see. A boat from the West Passage to Elder Pond, that is easily a week. And Elder Pond to Aldic is about, let's round up to 2 days. It's a day and a half travel. So that's about 30 days.
So that leaves us with 19. Maybe.
Well, 31, counting from Aldic to Rustbury.
Oh, yeah. So that leaves us with 18 days. Maybe pick up some odd jobs in Rustbury before the Great Hunt.
We could.
Also, we also must factor in we don't know how long we're going to be with the Oracle and or how long we're going to be with Mr. Eleanor. So those are things to think about. So an 18-day window to maybe do a thing here or there is not exactly the worst thing in the world.
No. So the hunt. The hunt is going to be 18 days. Or no, not 18, 14. It's 2 weeks.
And so that brings us to so the hunt is 14 on top of the 49.
44 days already.
Oh, and how many days till the hunt right now?
49.
49.
So we add 14 to that. I subtract 104. So there's about 41 day interlude between the hunt and the 108 days. My bad. There's about 1 second. There's about a 45-day interlude between the end of the Great Hunt and the beginning of the Festival of the Lost, but that can be spent exploring Winter Hollow and or doing odd jobs around Winter Hollow too, if need be. And who knows what's going to happen between now and then.
So I personally think 18 days is a pretty good buffer.
I would agree with that.
Because we don't know how long we're going to be speaking with Epheme.
Mm-hmm. And or what Mr. Eleanor has in stock. I don't know, we may pick up a job here or there.
It would be
Yeah,
nice.
we might. Who knows? We might find some dark, mysterious cave along the way, too.
This is a pretty good roadmap, though.
This is all beyond me.
Well, you're not really one for travel.
No, I'm not. But it's a necessity.
But hey, say, now that all this chaos has been quelled, at least for the moment. Do you want to see about potentially talking with your family again?
So we do have time for that.
As much as I would like to, I think it's better if things stay the way they are. It's not of great importance, put it that way. Where everything else we have going on is far more.
If you're
Yes.
sure.
Yeah, it's fine.
Well, I believe this is our best current plan.
We can adjust if things change.
Mm-hmm.
How long are we planning on staying in this particular city?
No more than maybe another day or something.
We don't have to stay here long. It's not like we have anything particularly important to do here now that
Unless one of
everything
us
else has
do.
been.
I was hoping to get my weapon enchanted,
Yeah.
and to possibly do some much needed shopping.
Agreed. Considering I had all of my stuff taken from me.
Just remember to save money for travels.
Mm-hmm. We're going to need it.
Oh, I wouldn't necessarily worry about that. If you all stick to whatever it is that you have on you, we still have 18,000 gold in our party funds.
Oh, we do?
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. Never mind then.
When we were out and when we were out and about before the raid, I kind of went ahead and got rid of all the unnecessary stuff that was just kind of taking up space.
You're a smart little girl.
I was hoping to
I try to
be
be.
able. I was hoping to dip into that a little bit. I'm only looking for an additional 2,225 gold.
How much extra do you need, Drac?
2,250.
2,250.
Like I said, we have Anatel's bag. It's 18,000. If I can't, that's fine.
Well, there's 7 of us, and we want to make sure that we have enough for the airship travel down to the East Passage, so that's 1,000 each. And I think it'd be best if we have an extra 1,000 each, just in case if we have to take an emergency airship out somewhere.
Oh,
Airships are 1,000 apiece? I thought they were cheaper than that.
that's
Uh,
six. That's 6,000.
7 each. 7,000.
7,000. Sorry. So 14,000 for 2 trips.
So you still have about 3,000 gold left over in the party loot. If everybody's okay with it, we can dip out of that.
I mean, that's
Uh,
fine.
I'm sure we're probably going to come across some more bandits and whatnot that have more enchanted gear along the way.
We can sell.
And worst comes to worst, I mean, we can always go get some more honey.
Yeah.
Yeah, Rose and Zorloff can, Rose and Zorloff can be making potions and scrolls to sell. I can play in different towns.
Cries
I wonder-
and not applicable skills.
hmm,
I gotta start training in my tanning again.
Gil, you're magically inclined,
Yes.
and I'm a bit of a flexible guy. We have the hulking mass. We
What?
could, if we wanted to. This is gonna be a weird idea, but a traveling circus.
Oh,
We have
good God.
music.
This is not where my brain was going.
We have
I
music.
thought you were going to offer the summing to a brothel or something.
No, we have music, we have magic, two forms of magic, both fire and water, and the fire heals, which is fucking ridiculous.
Anathel's gonna point to one of the continents, and she's gonna say, "Well, we are passing Faris."
Are you suggesting we do a performance in Faris?
Faris is one of the most popular tourist attractions.
It wouldn't be a bad idea.
I mean,
We do a traveling goddamn circus. It's just something that just popped into my head just now.
We would have to start planning like acts and stuff if we were gonna do something like that.
no, I'm with Anathil on that one.
We're more of a
We would do-
we're more of a street show, really.
Yes.
Well, even that would be something to bring.
There's
in
also
some
pit
revenue.
fights.
Yes, I mean, I was thinking more for you, like arm wrestling
I could do that.
contests and whatnot, or lifting contests. Me would be closer to like doing daring acrobatic stunts. Anathil, of course, playing music. Rose,
I just
Well-
stare at you deadpan.
Do whatever Rose does.
Rose is an attraction in herself.
And what
That is a
exactly do you
child,
mean
sir.
by that?
I mean,
Yeah, that's
she is a child with a scythe and glowing fucking red, basically. She will catch people's attention wherever she goes, and that's all that matters.
Then you need to work on your phrasing.
seriously. First the Hydra, now this Drac. Come
Uh,
now.
Your guys' minds are in the gutter, not mine. Just saying. I know most of the stuff that comes out of my mouth is profanity, but we're talking about a child here.
And
No
that
offense.
is why I said something.
Anyways, she could be the ring
The
announcer.
ringleader.
Yeah, ringleader. I don't know. She sells the tickets or gathers the money. There we go. She walks around with her hat. She's the
I just
pan-
look at Rose. Does she have a hat?
So basically, she's the mascot.
No, she has a
She-
hood.
She is the panhandler.
Think
she's the one that
Little
collects
Red
the money.
Riding Hood. And that is Rose.
You're the monkey that runs around with the hat to collect all the money.
God.
I mean, it's
It's not a bad idea.
we'll mold on that one. All right. Anyways, who wants to go shopping?
Yes.
Yeah, shopping.
Okay. Are we cleared on that 2,250?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah,
only
go
if I
for it.
can find the item in question.
I'm just going straight to the enchanter.
Have you told us what you've been looking for?
The mist armor.
Yes, you guys know about the mist armor because I've been searching it since we came across that random caravan, and I asked him in
He's
front
been
of you guys.
searching for it for legitimately months.
You know, if you can't find it here, and if we check Faris and you still can't find it there, we could always take an impromptu trip to Father Dur. Sure, they could make it.
Isn't that
if
like
you
on the
can't
other
find
side
it.
of the world?
Zorloff is going to speak up and say, "Oh, if we go to Father Dur, I have a friend who lives there."
What?
That's still quite the distance, is it not?
Well, from here, yes, but when
If
we're
we
closer in Winter Hollow, it would be a little different.
I was hoping to have it a lot sooner than that, but if it comes down to it, absolutely yes. I would greatly appreciate
If it gets there.
if
it
we get
gets there.
yes. Okay, Josh, do you need the items?
well, where is everyone going? Brady is going to the Enchanter.
Enchanter as well, and then I have to go to a no, I think Enchanter would sell magical items as well, right?
Yeah, it's a magic shop basically.
I don't
Okay.
fully know what I'm buying, so I'm kind of just window shopping until I find something.
I made a
Where's-
list.
Yeah, that's the interesting though. How does one kit out a magus? I've yet to figure that out.
Wondrous items, magic items.
That's what I'm reading.
Enchant your weapon.
Yeah.
I can't enchant
basically.
my weapon.
Hey,
You
look
can't enchant a sentient weapon.
Black blade.
Matt.
No.
Mm-mm.
Ah,
Matt.
Yo,
Look, I'm streaming real quick.
oh, is this Cody's?
This is my list. You
Holy
want to see the? You want to see the? You want to see the total cost of it?
No, but yes.
Oh fucking hell!
Right there's the total
Good
cost.
lord,
holy
Cody.
shit, dude!
Hold on, hold on. I'm showing straight. I'm
You're
showing this
looking
to
at a
stream.
cool 3/4 of a mil right there,
What
dude.
the fuck?
You realize the chances of us getting anywhere close to that is nigh impossible?
Oh
I
my
understand.
lord!
But you know,
That-
hey, you got to deck out. And look at this is even the best part. Manuals are not included in the calculation.
Okay, there
Of
are
course
literally
fucking not.
there are literally only 2 people on this plane of existence that can make manuals.
One's in the
Oh.
Underdark and the other one's in. Well,
Here's the best
actually, I
part.
don't know where the other one is. I wanted to say Faris, but she's not there because she's dead.
I would
This
say Baroque.
This list does not contain my armor and the full enchantments for my armor, or my weapon and the full enchantments on my weapon.
Jesus fucking Christ, Cody!
Yeah,
You are
seriously.
worth a million. You want?
are
Oh, I know.
You're gonna be looking at being worth 1,000,000 gold.
Cody is a walking bank problem.
Well, I mean, it's not that hard to be worth over 1,000,000 gold. Trust me.
I just
Oh, trust
know-
me. It's easy.
Oh yeah, yeah, it is.
that's my goals right now. Like that's end goal for Drac if we ever get to that point.
That's insane.
Both
Mhm.
me and you are going to have to get in good with whoever is capable of making manuals because I want
Same.
them too.
I need at least 2 of them.
I don't know how manuals
I
even work.
only need 2 of them.
Manuals
have no idea
manuals
how
are
they
like permanent stat increases, and you can only
Oh.
have one of them.
Okay.
One of each of them, I should say. And there's one for every of the 6 stats.
Mm-hmm.
But they
Yep.
are expensive to make and very, very hard.
Matt, you remember what Germany wanted when we went and fought the dragon?
Yeah, I remember that.
That was a manual.
Oh, I see.
Anyways, Josh, what I'm currently looking for is a snakeskin tunic, and of course, my mistmail.
Well, let's figure out where everybody's going first. So, Gil and Anethil are going to be window shopping.
Yeah.
Okay. We're also going to go ahead and say Zorlop's with them because Brian's not here at the moment.
Magic morons away.
Germany, what is Jean doing?
He is continuously just walking around while trying to communicate with the bird in some way or another,
So he's going with the magic morons.
basically.
Fair enough. All right, and
Magic
Dave.
Morons, I love that so much.
What?
And Dave, where are you going?
Shopping.
Okay. All right, snakeskin tunic. You said you were looking for, right?
Yep, snakeskin's tunic and the mistmail. I'm also looking to get defending on my weapon.
All right, let's see here. Snakeskin tunic grants a +1 bonus to AC and 2 enchantment bonus to dexterity. A +2 resistance bonus on saving throws against poison. Okay, interesting. It's a chest slot too. You have your chest slot open.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, that one's not going to be that hard to find. I'd be surprised if they're not here. But, of course, you gotta roll the luck dice. Because the world is full of adventurers these days. Oh yeah, you could definitely find that one.
Awesome.
Now for your mistmail. Unfortunately not. Nobody has it in stock.
It is the goddamn
Cut yet again.
the bane of Drax's existence.
It really is. It really is.
Okay, then I don't
I
need any of the cash from that.
All right, I will
I
not
am
change
looking for-
the. I will not change the total then.
Mhm.
I'm looking for 2 enchantments in particular, Josh.
2 enchantments. What are we putting them on? Your armor?
My great sword.
Oh, your weapon. Okay. So you're taking this to a +4?
I'm trying to go to a +5.
Oh boy. Okay.
It's a +2 and a +1. Vampiric, Greater, and Vicious.
Okay. That is going to cost you 40k though.
The prices are 8,000 and 2,000 though.
Right, but the weapon scales by its plussing.
Oh.
Yeah, you forgot about that, didn't you?
Yeah, I did.
Yeah, so since your weapon is already
A +2.
a +2, you would be taking the 8,000 and 2,000 off of that and then subtracting it from the +5. So the +5 is 50,000. A +3 weapon is at what your current moment in time is 10,000 gold. So 40k.
Hmm.
If you wanted to take it to a +3 with Vicious, or wait, is Vicious a +2? I don't remember.
Vicious is the +1. Vampiric Greater is the +2.
Okay, so yeah, if you wanted to take your weapon to a +3 with the Vicious, then that would only cost you 8,000.
Yeah, I'll go for the Vicious. And then I'm going to have to look at armor enchantments.
All right.
Most likely Fortification.
I do get
Sounds-
defending on my weapon too.
Defending.
I can change the enhancement to my AC rather than my attack for my weapon. So it'd be a +1. I can add that to my AC rather than my damage. Well, rather than my attack.
Smart. Okay.
It also makes my weapon a magical weapon, so
True.
I can hit incorporeal things.
No. Ghost Touch. You need Ghost Touch for that.
Oh, do you? Okay.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Or what is it? Cold iron?
No.
There's a metal.
Ghost Touch is the only thing that can hit incorporeal creatures.
That's right. We had to give. Who do we give? A gun. We gave Jean a gun. Hey, we gave Noctis a gun because he couldn't hit the ghosts.
I remember that. It was my gun too.
Yeah, there was
because
specifically
me
the ghost
and
gun.
Grimmick both had ghost touch guns. For that one time we encountered ghosts.
All right.
I would love to hunt ghosts more often. I think that's fun.
Dave, what are you hunting for?
Hi. My list is a little bit smaller.
I like that.
I don't listen. No one can beat my list right now. I have
Hey.
no idea.
True, but also I'm a cleric. There's only so much you could do with a cleric, and my build is kind of limiting. The 2 rings I want are too expensive. I'm looking at headbands currently. Oh, that's not what I want. Roll F. Headband.
All right. Well, while Dave is working on his list of what he's looking for,
It's really a matter of, do they have the thing I'm looking for?
what are you
know?
looking for?
Okay. So, I am looking for either option A. Well, here's the things that I'm looking for. Orange Prism Ion Stones. incandescent blue sphere ion stones, magenta prism ion stones,
So you're just looking for ion stones.
not just that, star ring, ring of spell turning, headband of mental superiority.
The
Do they
star
have
ring.
any of those? Well, you could probably take off the star ring and the ring of spell turning. I already looked it up and I can't afford them yet.
Okay. So it's just the headbands?
It would be the ion stones and the headband. But actually, I want to decrease that to a headband of mental prowess for right now because I cannot afford the lowest tier mental superiority.
Headband of mental prowess.
Yeah, a +2 specifically.
I'm guessing that increases your
2 mental stats by 2.
Oh, 2 mental stats by 2. Okay.
Yeah.
Keep in mind, you already have...
Charisma.
Yeah, you already have
Mhm.
charisma with the headband of alluring charisma done.
Yep, I'm aware.
Not a
This
+2
would
to
this would overwrite that, which is fine because it was going to be wisdom and charisma anyways.
Wait, I don't follow.
The headband of alluring charisma, its effect would go away when I attune to this headband. But if I use the headband of mental prowess to increase wisdom and charisma, there's no change for my charisma.
Why don't you just do it for intelligence and wisdom then?
Because charisma would be overwritten and clerics function off of wisdom and charisma.
Oh, okay, I get what you're saying now.
Mm-hmm.
I was about to say, wait a minute, I was about to say, wait a minute, wouldn't it just go off of which ones you already done already? But no, you are correct.
Really? Huh.
Yes, whenever you wear some sort of headband of any kind, its previous boost that you got will be overridden by the new one.
Okay.
Yep.
Is this a lesser item?
Headband of mental prowess
No,
is
it's
a greater
greater
minor.
minor.
Yeah,
for
greater minor. It's
10K.
10k. Alternatively, I am looking for the ion stones as well, which the highest one is worth. Oh, right, the magenta prism I can't afford yet, so it would just be the incandescent blue or the orange.
No,
And
the ion stones aren't in Algaroth.
Okay, that's fair.
The headband of mental prowess, though, the minor headband. So, oh yeah, somebody has it. The magic shop does have it.
Okay. I will pick up a headband of mental prowess +2.
So, do you want to hear my new AC?
Was
Sure.
it like a 23?
23, touch 18. Flat-footed 18.
Nice.
You know, I might follow Dave's thought process here and grab the belt of physical might.
The belt of physical might +2?
Yeah. That way we can start buffing.
Everyone?
Yeah.
Well, it just so happens they have one of those too.
Hey, window shopping.
My God.
And I will share this with the group as well.
The same.
All right, so everybody go ahead and increase one more of your mental stats by 2 points.
Other than charisma. Well, it's...
Unless you want to override it. You know?
Okay,
Sorry,
so
who was that to? I was sneezing when someone said that.
Everyone.
Oh, shit.
So go ahead and choose another mental stat that you want to increase by 2.
Okay.
What was the headband called?
The headband of mental prowess.
Josh, I'm gonna make this real simple. I'm looking for an amulet of natural armor.
Out of natural armor.
+1.
Should be a X slot?
Yes.
Believe so.
I'm sorry. I want
Should
to point
be.
out that your chat literally said, "I'll be lurking, baby daddy."
It's
Yeah.
it's
Do you have
Alec.
kids?
It's Alec. He's
You have a
basically a
kid?
child.
Oofda. Oofda.
You have a
oofda.
child with a child?
You're just trying. You guys are trying to get me fucking canceled, are you?
What are we not? Like, name us one time we were not actively doing that.
He's got a point there, Josh.
But no, I will also, Josh, I'll buy the belt of physical might and I'll offer that up to the party. So it's same game. Choose 2 physical stats and yay.
Unfortunately, I
sounds
can't
good.
increase my. Oh, actually, I can increase my
It's magic.
Constitution.
Eh,
First
well,
one to break a 20 in a stat.
No, I think Anathel's already broken 20 in charisma.
Anethel has a 26 charisma.
Yeah,
Fuck you.
That's disgusting.
I'd say I'm fairly positive Anethel already broke that.
Wait, no, she does. Where the fuck are all these buffs coming from, Anethel?
They
Probably didn't turn them off in the last session.
I realized I didn't do that either earlier.
So it's +2 to strength and one other thing.
It's
Yeah,
+2 to physical abilities.
so it's your strength, dex,
You
or
can
con.
choose dex.
Okay.
I'm choosing con.
But it's 2 of them, isn't it?
Yes.
Yeah.
Any two, yeah.
Strength and con.
Yeah, same.
I just strength and dex.
I do strength and dex.
I now have 60 HP. Oh.
I'm still sitting at my solid 55.
I'm failing to understand where Anethel's getting these buffs from.
Do you have Eagle Splendor or something on?
No, I don't have any of her buffs active.
Belt of what, Matt?
Did you take note of
Belt of might.
Physical might.
Belt of physical might, yeah.
+2. Why isn't the +2 to strength showing up?
That's what I'm saying. Like, all of her buffs are not.
Oh, I accidentally.
What the
Uh,
fuck?
So I usually make a note under the stat when you
That's
click on
exactly
its
what I'm
cog.
doing right now.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's what I
Yeah.
did, but for some reason it's still telling me that Anethel's charisma is 26 when it's only 22. Like, it's almost factoring in Eagle's Splendor.
Hmm.
Give me a moment, chat. I'm gonna restart Roll20.
I turned like the temporary ones into buffs, so it puts it in temp.
That's exactly what I did too.
And I only do the more permanent ones in the actual stat bar underneath. Like my tunic, that gives +2 to dex. I put it in there. So I have
That's
a
what
20.
I'm doing for the belts, the
Oh.
headbands.
There it is. Okay. Yeah, I just had to restart the webpage. That's all it was.
Well, I'm glad it wasn't something more complicated than that.
Yeah, I'm glad
Agreed.
it wasn't like an Alan situation, Dave.
again.
Okay, and then
Why
Let's
did my
see.
dex go up?
If you put it in the description instead of buffs, you have to manually put it in.
okay, and then we get a +2 to 2 physical stats.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yerp yerp.
Oh fuck.
Constitution.
Yeah, that's probably what she's gonna do.
Do the same for Zorloff, please, for the love of God.
Yes.
Seriously, that boy needs it.
Do I find the natural armor, Josh?
Oh, right. A +1? That's all you want?
Yeah.
A +2 is 8k.
It's all I'd be able to afford.
Oh, right. Yeah, you find it.
Okay. I'm not dipping into the group money.
I just blew all the plat on the belt.
I used all of my money. Every
Same.
last penny.
I didn't use every last bit of mine, but
We really are going to need to get you guys jobs.
That's what I was saying.
I mean, the thing is, like, I don't know what skill. I know wand making's the thing you guys been yelling at me.
It would definitely be helpful.
I think it would fit you.
Yeah.
Wands and staves would be an incredible boon. They're a little bit more difficult to make and a little bit more costly than my potions,
But they
they're
sell
a
for
lot
a
more
lot.
powerful.
Yeah, I guess I'll have to pick up that feat next level.
Also, don't forget that you craft things at half price and you can sell them for full price.
Mhm.
Correct.
Why is it only giving me?
Alright, so I gave it to Dexterity and Constitution for Anethil. But I have ranks still that I have to put into stuff.
Oh, that's why my AC hasn't gone up.
Bye.
Armor has a max of 5 AC to Dex. I have 6. I'm sitting here like, why is it going up?
Owned.
Is
That's
your
okay.
armor enchanted?
No.
Okay. Just so you are aware, if you enchant your armor, the max dex penalty goes up, or the max dex allotted goes up by 1 per level. And your armor check penalty goes down by 1 to a min of 0.
The more
Anethil.
you know.
Anethil is actually going to put a point into linguistics to learn a new language.
Aklo?
Ooh, yeah, I got that shit too to work through.
I was like, why did all of a sudden I get more ranks? I'm like, I boosted my intelligence. The thing is, I do have my profession sailor, but
Shit, I forgot all about the ranks too.
Yeah.
Just remember, you can't go above your level.
Oh.
So.
yeah, no, yeah.
He now has a 21 base for bluff and diplomacy. Jesus.
Indeed.
He knows Elven, Common, and Sylvan. Let's see here. Vegapygmy, there we go.
Just gonna speak to the pygmies.
She'll pick up Celestial.
Ooh, nice one.
Right. Meanwhile, rest of the party, Gil and Jean happen to see, as you guys are walking down the streets of Algaroth, you guys have to see Anethil. She's taking a lot of interest in her violin bow.
Like she's just staring at it.
Yeah, almost like she's thinking about doing something with it.
So, what you thinking about there?
She's gonna hold up her bow to Gil, and she's gonna say, "A bow."
Okay. I think I get what you're saying, but you're
You mean
saying you
you're
want
gonna
to
make
put
a bow out of your
a bow.
bow?
Yeah,
A bow?
Is that plausible?
bow?
I don't know.
So we don't know if the bow is bowable.
Bo,
It could be
bo,
a
bo,
no-go,
bo,
in worst
bo, bo, bo,
case.
bo.
Wouldn't it be more of a harp at that point?
You shut up. You're not here.
You're not here.
Well, if not a bow, then what can I do? Like it's
You
a
make
it's a
bow gun.
it's a
Well, I mean,
it's kind
if
of a
you really,
pain. It's kind
if
of a
you really
pain
want-
to be playing and then having to put my stuff away and then pull out my rapier. And
Could you not make it into?
can I
could
make it
you
into a sword?
That's what I was about to
I
say.
mean, I'll tell you what. If you really want to inquire about your bow idea, you should go to a smith who actually specializes in bows.
All right, John, we've worked this joke to the death.
I don't think it's dead enough.
I'll make sure you're dead enough if you continue.
All right, let's have a go.
Yup.
He puts his fists up very like non-menacingly.
Gil is completely ready.
Cody,
I missed that show.
Cody,
What?
memes.
Oh, what happened?
But I mean, a sword would be a good
Oh.
idea. I mean, but it may be too heavy for the bow of a violin. Now we are talking about a cello bow here. That bow could be possibly made into a bow or a bastard sword bow.
You know, it'd be helpful if the person who knew weapons was there.
I think I just had a stroke.
I want to see Anethil's like face of anguish.
Godzilla had a
listening to-
stroke trying to understand this conversation.
That's
I-
right. I'm
I
gonna go
hope-
get a Coke.
I'm hoping Anethil's face is just like, I hate you both.
Confusion, like, oh my god.
But no, still, we should definitely maybe find a blacksmith or something. Like, swords. Could it be retractable?
I don't know.
All right, where's the nearest blacksmith?
Am I there?
Nope.
No.
No,
This
no.
is more on Magic Squad. You know, a group of individuals who know nothing about conventional weaponry.
Anethil knows a little bit about weaponry.
I mean, so do I, but
She literally learned how to wield a fucking rapier like 3 months ago. What are you talking about?
I have more martial training than
As a-
Anethil does.
Question: as a trainee in the Magitech and also an expert in crafting firearms, would I have any idea how this would be possible?
No.
It would be possible.
The Magitech is surgical procedures of fusing magic and machine.
What about my other talents?
Oh
Your
yeah,
gunsmithing.
that's a wonderful idea, Sean. That's a wonderful idea, Sean. Anethil's just playing,
Hey, Anethil,
playing,
what if we
playing,
have-
and then all of a
what if
sudden,
instead of a bow, we give you a bow gat.
a bow gun. Oh my god, a bow gun!
So, Josh, do I see you
I was
sniffing
waiting for
anywhere?
that.
Oh no. Wait. Oh god, I gotta go to the Bard page now.
Find out what you're proficient with.
Simple weapons plus the longsword or rapier, a sap, a short sword, a short bow, and a whip.
If I remember correctly,
Bow
due
whip.
to- if I remember correctly, due to your ruling on firearms, guns are simple weapons.
Bow whip.
They're martial weapons.
Are they martial weapons? I thought
Yep,
they were.
they're martial weapons, not simple.
Oh, darn.
It's It goes
Oh,
from
it
So
would
that
exotic
be
to
means-
one
martial.
more. It would be one more step to be simple. That's right.
So that means
Yeah.
I can be proficient with firearms.
Yes.
Yes. If you're
Both
That's a
Proficient-
proficient,
scary thought.
if you're proficient with martial weapons, you can be using
Proficient with
guns.
guns.
But guns are
You are
dexterity
proficient.
based.
Yes, they are. Which is why
Um,
I don't really use.
I'm
mine.
proficient with martial weaponry.
You can use a
Yes.
gun.
Gil can use gun. I mean, once again, aristocratic family, so I learned a bunch of different weapons. But what if we turn the bow of the violin into a whip? Or a flail?
Hmm.
Too aggressive? Let's go find a blacksmith. Let's go consult an expert and stop thinking of this.
Oh,
Kind of wish I was there.
Same.
Nope, we're completely devout on.
No,
figuring this out ourselves.
I think this is a funny experience. Just all of the magic people
Magic
of
people.
this talking weaponry.
Next thing you know, they're all over here talking about spells and
You
enchantments.
just
No
see
wonder
Anathil,
it was.
Anathil like poking her temples with her fingers. It's just like channel your inner Usk.
That's
I'm
not gonna help. You
actually
needed to be
surprised the
dexterous.
magic folk haven't thought about my idea yet.
What did you say?
I'm surprised the magic folk haven't
What was the idea?
Thought about my idea yet. Just animate the bow.
Mm,
Just animate the fucking violin so it plays
so
on its own.
that's so fun. I mean,
It's not a bad idea, though.
not a bad idea though.
It's one of the best bard things to do.
Was it? Wait, would it be?
no.
Would it? Is it an enchantment?
yes, it's an
Um,
enchantment.
Don't
Living
awaken
weapon.
You can also do it with your rapier.
But we should not want to channel in Usk. We want Drac. We do not want strength. We need dexterity.
Track
Okay.
strength as well.
Okay, so step up from monkey.
Yes. That.
Think. Okay, channel developed monkey.
Channel chimp.
Chimp.
I'm fighting every single fiber of my man mind to not start making loud ass monkey noises.
Fucking same.
Mhm.
Now, what if?
Oh god,
Unrelated. But this is the exact reason why they don't allow revving at Bike Week, because if one person starts, everyone starts.
Hold on. Gil, you did the wrong noise. You're supposed to make this sound of a sea monkey.
This just sounds like a drowning owl.
Wait. Would us be a monkey or a gorilla?
Gorilla.
King Kong.
He's not big enough to be King Kong.
Hey, King Kong. Funko Pop King Kong.
Oh god, no, stop.
Stop that.
That's loud.
I know.
Ow.
It wasn't that bad for me, actually. Not that I'm condoning it, but.
Squeaky toy?
I'm driving my dogs crazy right now with all the noisemakers.
So, animate object is a 6th level cleric, bard, and witch spell.
So we could theoretically do this ourselves.
In time, when we
time.
can all cast 6th level spells.
I'm sorry. We're animating what? I completely spaced out after the monkey
Anathil's violin and
I mean, we haven't
Bow.
actually thought of this yet. This is just out
Are
of
we
game
gonna, are we
conversation.
gonna ask the bow what the bow wants to be?
No. When it's
So,
animated,
Anathil,
it's
here is the better question. Do you want a violin bow that attacks, or a violin that could just go?
dancing. That's the
Don't touch
enchant.
it, violin.
That's
Yep,
the weapon
dancing.
enchantment.
or
It
permanency
animates it for
animate
a number.
object.
Yeah, or permanency
Yeah.
animate object.
I'm having
I remember a particular bard from a previous campaign I
We
played
do
in
not
that
speak
did
his
this.
name. We do not speak his name in this chat.
Mm.
I don't know who you're referring to, but okay.
I think I'm missing lore.
Oh,
Is
it's
it-
not lore. It's just
The guy
Is
I've been
it-
inside of.
No.
What?
Is it
What?
Skelly Boy?
I think Skelly Boy's inside all
Lord
of us.
Death Man.
Oh, it's not that one?
Oh, dancing. Here it is. It's a +4 enchantment. Oh my god.
Yeah, it's a really powerful enchantment, though. I mean, imagine Anathil can just send out her rapier to start dueling someone while she's playing the fiddle.
Anathil went down to Georgia.
Looking
all
for
I'm
souls
picturing
still.
right now is the Black Knight from the live-action Scooby-Doo.
Oh, I have the little windows are playing in my head now.
Stop it with the harmonica.
No,
I don't know.
Great, now there's two of them.
This will be
that's what I was
something-
hoping for.
This will be something that I'll have to look over and actually think about for Anathil.
What you would want to do?
Yeah.
But I like the idea. We're still all like convinced that we're just gonna turn the bow violin into a vicious weapon.
It can be
fun.
done.
What if we had spikes? Would that make it more dangerous, or would that make it worse?
I don't think that would be very good for me.
Yeah. But if we make it a dark color with spikes, theoretically, it should do more damage. It's all about
What
the
are we
appearance.
talking about?
I can imagine this is all going to transpire as everybody meets back up again at one point.
Oh, we're talking
Spring
about.
blade.
Okay,
Wait,
and
what?
as we're walking up to Rose, Edon, and Usk, you can hear Anathil just like, okay, so we have the options between a bow gun, a bow,
Bow whip. I'm still saying bow whip.
but I don't really think a bow whip would be a thing. A bow blade.
Miracle Whip.
You just make the bow of the violin extend like a pointer.
But both ends are attached, Gil. That doesn't make any sense.
All right, fine, fair enough.
Can we have
mean,
some
there's-
context, please?
Well, there's a way you can
What
actually
are you
detach the
guys talking
strings and make
about?
them a little more whippy and use the actual stick of the bow as a
See,
stick.
Okay,
John gets it.
okay. Anathil's just gonna like thrust the violin bow towards the three of you and say, "Bow." Okay.
Uh-huh.
Now, imagine a bow.
I pull out my switchblade.
No.
Hold on. Let me explain. Sorry, my spring blade. And the blade pops out from inside the wooden handle.
Yeah,
That's
but
what
the
I need on
handle's
my
not
arm.
big enough
That's
for-
what I need on my arm.
The handle's not big enough for that, Drac.
John, I told you we'll be able to
Where are you
make
gonna
that for
hide-
you, but you
you-
decided to just get a knife welded to your arm.
And I have apologized severely.
It's
Where would
your
you hide a
fault.
mechanism to fire an arrow?
That's what I was saying.
A bow, there's no need for a mechanism for a bow. You just use the mechanism is Anathil. She's the arms.
Now,
But what if she messes
me
up
out.
and breaks her strings?
hear me out on this.
Okay.
See this spine of it?
Oui.
Attach a blade to it.
Yes, so she can cut herself while she's playing.
Well, you could take the end where I hold it, and then turn that into a handle.
Exactly.
So,
You
okay,
Or-
a bow, for an idea, a bow blade, or a bow gun.
I
I can make that
admire
last
the
one happen.
ingenuity, but question for you. Why not just animate the violin itself?
I want a collective look of all these magic casters looking at each other like we're fucking morons.
The solution was magic the whole time.
What? We were so blinded by the notion of you wanted the weapon, we didn't even think to just animate the fucking violin.
Or the
Question.
rapier.
But I
Do
like
any of
playing.
us? Do any of
All
us
right,
actually
well, animate the rapier.
Do any of us own a bow?
You got to be
And
more
we-
specific here. There's
And
been
I
so
mean,
many
a
bows
bow.
talked about
A
right
bow.
now.
Does any one of us own a bow that shoots arrows?
An
A
archery bow.
longbow, recurve bow.
Crossbow.
I've got a
Probably a
gun.
recurve bow. I mean, if we owe any form of fletchery weaponry would be useful as an.
Oh, wait a minute. I just thought of this.
Crossbow
we
wouldn't
just-
be a bad idea.
We attach a crossbow to the bottom of the violin.
She can make it like a megas. That's not canon in this world. Hold on. I
Do you
almost
remember
did
the
this word.
shape of her violin?
It's a piezoelectric violin.
That's
there.
right. I forgot what it
Germany.
was.
You turn the actual violin into a fucking cleaver.
Isn't it?
It's already close
I was
enough.
actually going to. I was actually gonna say, yeah, why not?
Because she's not a strength-based character, she's Dex.
Hey, Anethil. Regardless of what you decide to do, is it okay if I still tinker with the idea of a bow?
You want to?
Okay, I'll be back, and I'm just gonna run off to a shop.
All you see is Jomity just like dive through the window of a musical instrument shop.
No,
Bobo.
shop.
Bo. He just goes full
Memes.
ape mode. Bo.
I'm gonna buy a bow, and I'm gonna buy a bow
In memes,
in that order.
just click the attachment.
Oh wait. Are you gonna put a bow on that bow?
I forgot all about that.
I forgot about this.
That is literally all of our ideas combined.
The bow gun.
But yeah, I'm actually gonna buy a violin bow and a bow separately.
Tactical violence.
Oh god.
That run me, Joshua.
A regular bow and a standard bow? Is it a short bow or is it a long bow?
Short bow.
Short bows. Good question.
You getting arrows too?
While this is going on,
Yes. Also
I
getting
need
arrows.
sustenance. I'll be right back.
Go for it. See. Short bow is a martial? Yeah, a short bow. Martial weapon. 30 gold for the actual short bow. And for a standard, like, violin bow, 2 gold.
So 32 gold total?
Yeah.
Cool,
These are-
cool.
These are basic items.
Cool. This is just for test proofing. And I'm going to find a spot to just work. Fuck, I forgot how to divide this money. What's 100 minus 32?
I'd like to find something that I can be a little bit more useful in combat. It's just annoying to having to put the violin away and then, you know, pull out whatever I'm using next. But I also don't want to animate the violin because I like playing.
Well, then I would suggest animating the weapon, because then you can continue to play while the weapon is fighting for you. Even if you were to add a weapon onto your violin, you're still going to have to take a break from playing in order to, you know, hit something.
That's true.
What if I animate a gun?
I mean, that is a possibility. You definitely could.
Jean sneezes a mile away.
Can it reload itself though?
No, I think that would need to be manually
Well,
done.
it may not be able to reload itself, but there are enchantments that will allow it to never need to reload.
Isn't it abundant ammunition?
Infinity, actually. It's basically the infinity enchantment.
I don't know how
So
I
how
feel
far
about
up the tree have we gone?
it. Ridiculously far.
We're basically trying to turn Anethil into a sage from Final Fantasy XIV.
Basically.
Honestly. Hey, it's right.
Hello.
Hello.
Hey, Ryan.
Hi.
You missed it. We went monkey.
Oh, you sound like I
We
did when
did
I
go
first
monkey.
joined this call. Are you also sick?
Sorry.
Yes.
Sorry, I just haven't had any energy.
That's all good,
So
man.
you're sick.
So good.
You're good.
You good, man?
Wait, so what enchantment is it actually though? Oh, here it is. Endless ammunition.
Oh, right. I was looking for the wrong thing.
Would you enchant a rifle, a pistol?
Cannon.
Firearms and other projectile weapons cannot.
There it is.
It has to be put
Endless
onto a quiver.
ammunition.
Oh, okay, I get it.
Only
Makes
bows
sense.
and crossbows can have the special ability.
Yeah. Damn, so we can't turn her into a sage. That's dumb.
Well, we can still do it with a crossbow.
That is dumb. That is beyond dumb.
That we can still do this with a crossbow. That you can't do it.
Hmm.
So are you,
They changed this because that was not a thing when I was playing Alicia.
Josh, are you still streaming right now?
Yes, I am.
Okay.
Oh well. We'll figure something out for Anethel.
Yeah.
We have laid more than our fair share of ideas on the table.
Yes. More than enough. More than enough.
I like the idea of making her blade dancing.
Hey, DM, just quick curious. The bows for violin bows in this universe are made with horsehair still?
Correct.
Probably.
They can also be made out of special, different types of hairs for different properties.
I'm gonna buy
The
a few
whiskers
different-
of a
I'm
sea
gonna-
dragon.
I'm gonna spend about 30 more gold just buying materials for lore reasons. I'm
Okay.
losing my voice for some reason.
What are you purchasing?
A lot of different bow strings, a lot of different violin bow hair.
So the only other option that you have are magical creatures and their hairs.
This one is made of unicorn hair.
The whiskers of a red dragon.
I'm gonna spend about 30.
The
gold
fur
pieces- I'm gonna spend
of a
about 30
griffin.
gold pieces on different materials, though. Just overall.
That's the thing, Jomini.
It's gonna be a lot more.
There are a lot more than that.
How much?
Like,
Hundreds, thousands.
oh god, hold on. Let me go to the BCA real fast.
I mean,
Multiply your
even
number by
in-
10, and you get an average.
The
Even
To the
hair.
lower end.
Even in today's currency, restringing a violin bow is insane.
Oh God, it's insane.
Yeah.
My bad. The hair of my great aunt Ruth. It's not
John
magical,
basically-
but it's old.
What John is trying to do is he's just testing the different resistances of different materials without actually applying any of them yet.
Well, the thing about it is, because there is legitimately like no mechanics at all for like buffing a violin or any type of musical instrument besides like actually putting enchantments on them, which I think is really fucking stupid.
Yeah.
So it's more or less of using different types of wood or metal material to give the bow like special properties, and using the strings, different hair strings from creatures, like Dave mentioned, a unicorn or the heartstrings of dragons or whiskers of dragons, or like the mane hairs of a chimera or something like that.
We're not robbing it.
That sounds really cool, though.
Yeah, but nobody has gone into it.
I think I'm gonna go ahead and try and get some sleep. Have a
Okay.
good night.
You're good,
guys.
man. You're
Yeah.
good, man.
You're good,
Do
man.
what you gotta
Feel
do.
better.
So yeah, I wanted to go into something like that, but this is the first time that it's actually coming up.
Oh, I'm gonna keep trying. I'm gonna make this happen.
I mean, in theory,
In theory.
the weapon crafting rules exist.
True. And custom items are a thing, and I'm God. I can do what I want.
You could make a violin bow that ruby weapon changes into an actual bow.
Mhm.
That is something you could do.
Something I definitely can do.
So yeah. Cody, do you have a profession?
Currently, no.
Well, I mean, he's a fence, but that's about it.
Oh wait, profession? Hold on. I'm also a cook.
Let's
Oh,
say,
that's right.
I forgot about.
That's right. You're the cook. I forgot about that.
I would say Gil has a profession, but not a craft.
I don't have a craft either.
Because Gil's a sailor.
Yeah.
I have a craft, not a profession.
Yeah. Unfortunately, though, if you guys wanted to go into making weaponry, you guys would have to be blacksmiths to do that.
I mean, you can have more than one profession.
I mean, yeah, that's true.
You're just splitting your stats more.
I could take up the blacksmithing. I don't have a profession.
A tanner is technically a profession and a craft, though.
Yeah.
Someone made a 1-to-1 scale replica of Monte Carlo.
Like if you had like woodworking as a craft and then carpentry as a profession, that would be something.
Yeah.
But I think it would be like metallurgy.
Carpentry would allow you to make bows. Well, technically, there is the bow crafting skill. As far as professions go,
Weaponsmith.
Yeah, weaponsmith, and then you
Armorer.
can craft.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Crafter
Well-
is for like specific items. So like swords, bows, guns, or anything like that. And the way that I see it, professions are for like a wide range of it. Or if you focus on one thing, then you can put that into the professions.
Right, like a blacksmith is someone who generally does anything to do with working with metals. A carpenter is broad scale woodworking.
But something like a shipwright would be a specific woodworking.
Yes, because you're specifically you make ships.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, the thing to keep in mind.
Like, because Gil's a sailor, which, like, he fishes, he knows how to make maps, he knows how to just sail, he understands the weather.
Right. Yeah. I'll just have to look at the different things that we can do for Anethel. We can brain blast it too. But, alright. I think that just about covers everybody. I'll get with Ryan to catch him up with his whole ability score increases and such.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
And now that we have a course and a chart for where we're going, I feel like this will be a good place to stop so that way I can actually prepare for a journey into the Underdark on the airships.
That's fair.
Right? Because
Agreed.
I was wholeheartedly prepared for you guys to go back to
The fountain.
the fountain.
I mean, that was our original plan, but
Heads
then...
up,
You also warded us away from it.
True.
I spent the last like 10 minutes drawing up schematics.
All right.
My leather-bound D&D book.
Ooh, fancy.
Let's see.
All right, so
Uh,
we're gonna go ahead and call this session a little early today, so that way I can go ahead and prepare for all this after recovering from my hangover for the next 2 days.
Hey.
All right, so ladies and gentlemen, I apologize for the shorter session today, but sometimes these things just happen. Shopping episodes, roleplay, money, collecting, and charting, of course, the next plan of action. So, starting next week, we're going to be diving back into the
Road
Underdark.
trip.
Driving back into the Underdark and chasing
Just
down
remember, next
Raven's
week
Eye.
I won't. Next week I either won't be here or I will be incredibly late because I don't know how long my poll is going to take.
Right, that's fine. So, unless it's something incredibly drastic changes, keep an eye on my Twitter so that way you guys know what's going on. But thank you guys for hanging out. I appreciate everybody from coming. We'll see you guys next week, right here at the Silent Table. 8 o'clock Eastern. Same time as always. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Ah.